They say the book has no name. It was never given one, as if naming it would grant it power. It has no cover, no title page, and no author. Some say it wrote itself. Others say it was never written at all, but whispered into existence by something ancient and watching. Some say it doesn't even want to be found. It waits. And when it's discovered, it's already too late. In 1996, deep in the Carpathian Mountains of northern Romania, a team of archaeologists unearthed a sealed monastery that hadn't been touched in over 500 years. The monastery was buried beneath a collapsed mountainside, hidden from the world by centuries of forest growth. What led them there was a fragmented map found in the Vatican's restricted archive, a map that wasn't supposed to exist. Inside the monastery, beneath the shattered altar of the ruined chapel, they found something unusual, a metal coffin, not built to hold a corpse, but something else. The case was long, shaped like a sarcophagus, sealed with rusted chains bound in 7 layers. Between the chains, black salt was packed so densely that it had hardened like glass. Every inch of the metal was etched with symbols, warnings, in languages no one had spoken in over 1,000 years: Carthaginian, Enochian, Proto-Canaanite. The message was always the same: do not open, do not read, do not look. Dr. Marcus Elian, the lead archaeologist, was a man of logic and reason. He dismissed the inscriptions as remnants of religious paranoia. He laughed as he cut the chains. The coffin hissed as it opened, releasing a smell that one team member described as rotted parchment soaked in vinegar and ash. 3 hours later, Dr. Elian was found over a mile away, wandering barefoot through the forest. His clothes were torn, his fingers bloodied, and his eyes were missing. Not removed surgically, but ripped out. According to the medical report, by his own hands. He had scrawled a single phrase across pages of his journal. The book watches. Witnesses said he repeated the phrase until his voice failed, then began screaming. He has not spoken a word since. The manuscript recovered from the coffin was unlike anything seen before. It was bound in a material that defied every test, neither leather, nor plant, nor synthetic. The ink shimmered in low light, as if alive. Its language resembled ancient Phoenician, but the sentence structures twisted into something else. Something wrong. And worse, it moved. When one researcher opened it, the text rearranged itself. She said the book was writing her autobiography, events she had never spoken aloud. Another saw dreams he'd long forgotten. A third watched as the book described his death in vivid detail. The next morning, he died exactly as foretold. Madness spread quickly. One man locked himself in the basement and screamed for 12 hours. Another began carving sigils into his skin. One woman simply vanished. Surveillance footage showed her closing the book, standing up, and walking away. She never left the room. No one has seen her since. In the final lab log, someone had written, "It doesn't tell you secrets. It tears them out of you. It peels you open and leaves the door unlocked." Alarmed, the book was transferred to a secret facility beneath Geneva. Officially, the Vatican denied involvement, but leaked documents later confirmed that they had known of the manuscript for centuries. They called it Codex Maledictum, the cursed codex. Now, it lies inside a pressure-sealed vault monitored by biometric scanners, protected not by guards, but by machines. No human is allowed more than 10 minutes in its presence. No one is permitted to read more than a single page, but people still try. The last person to read the codex was a neuroscientist, Dr. Leon Voss. She lasted 6 days. Her notes, retrieved from her encrypted tablet, described pages that pulsed under her fingers, sentences that whispered in her own voice, and a presence behind the book, watching, waiting. Her final message read, "It's not a book, it's a gate." She was found dead in her hotel room the next morning. The cause was never released. Despite the warnings, despite the deaths, despite the silence, the search continues. Collectors of forbidden knowledge, occultists who worship shadows, conspiracy theorists chasing a truth they'll never understand. But the ones who search hardest? They believe the Codex doesn't just reveal the mind, they believe it opens it. And when it opens, something else comes in. Something that watches. Something that waits. Something that never leaves.